Hello! Okay, before I begin this video, I just want to say I just finished editing my May 30th video and I've put it up. And I was about to start editing my June 1st video, and then suddenly I realised May has 31 days. So I'm gonna have to film a video out of order that I need to put up on May 31st. And I did consider just moving my June 1st video to May 31st and just moving them all, but I don't really want to. I don't know why. I just rather would make a video even if it is out of order, so I'll have to do that probably later today. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I have been wanting to do a video like this for a while, and I've just decided to do it now. And it's taken me a long time to try and figure out the order I want to do this in. But I'm going to be ranking the songs from Starkid's musical Black Friday. I listened to this a lot because I listen to it very often when I try to fall asleep at night. I just have it on in the background so I don't need to think, and it's just there and it drowns out my own thoughts, which is good. So how I did this was, obviously I've heard most of the songs a lot, and I've got to admit there probably is a little bit of a bias because very often I put it back towards the start. I very rarely start it sort of in the second act, so I'm automatically probably going to be more fond of the first act songs. But what I did was I just googled Black Friday cast recording and it came up with a playlist, and I used that playlist first without listening to the songs, just ranking it based on memory, and then I've done a second ranking where I listened to maybe half a minute of every song and then I ranked it from there. So I'll do my original ranking first and then I'll do the sort of more proper one, I guess, second. So on the original ranking I've got number 17, Monsters and Men Reprise. Then Monsters and Men as number 16. Made in America, number 15. Our Doors Are Open, 14. 13, Wiggle. 12, Tickle Me Wiggly. 11, If I Fail You. 10, California MIA. 9, Deck the Halls. 8, What Do You Say? 7, Adore Me. 6, Black Friday. 5, Do You Want to Play? 4, What If Tomorrow Comes? 3, What Tim Wants? 2, Take Me Back. And number 1 is Feast or Famine. So that was sort of just quickly scanning over the songs, not listening to any of them, hoping for the best. You can see that my bottom 3 are Made in America, Monsters and Men Reprise, which I believe are all sort of towards the end of the musical, or at least like middle. So those are probably the songs I usually fall asleep by, so I don't hear them as much. Then, listening to the songs, it's a bit of a different setup. Some of them are the same. I think the bottom few are the same and the top few are probably similar, but there are some that have seriously jumped. So I'll read them out first and then I'll talk about discrepancies. 17, Monsters and Men Reprise. 16, Monsters and Men. 15, Made in America. 14, Our Doors Are Open. Oh, that's the same. 13, Wiggle, also the same. So the bottom 5 are all the same on both. 12, Adore Me. 11, If I Fail You. 10, Tickle Me Wiggly. 9, What If Tomorrow Comes. 8, Deck the Halls. 7, Black Friday. 6, Do You Want to Play? 5, California MIA. 4, What Tim Wants. 3, What Do You Say? 2, Take Me Back. And 1, Feast or Famine. So what's interesting here is obviously the top 2 are the same and the bottom 5 are the same. Adore Me has dropped down a lot once I listened to it. What If Tomorrow Comes has also dropped down. The problem with a lot of these was that I just could not figure out if I liked it more or less than the previous song, because there are so many songs that I love. And say I started with Tickle Me Wiggly. I really like Tickle Me Wiggly, I really enjoy it. But then What Tim Wants came next, and obviously I'm going to put that higher. And then What Do You Say? I'm like, well, I like it, and I like it more than What Tim Wants. But by that point, Tickle Me Wiggly has already dropped 3. So for me, I would have probably started with Tickle Me Wiggly at number 1, but it's now, by the end of it, at number 10. And this is not the only song where that's the case. Like, a silly song like Deck the Halls, I really enjoyed it. It's just really fun. And again, I would have wanted to put it higher, but there were just other songs that were even better. So this isn't really a ranking of best to worst. It's ranking of best to slightly less best. Anyway, if you've seen Black Friday, let me know your thoughts below, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!